Today in this video, we're going to talk about buying a house with student loans, and the new exciting news about FHA is finally going to start taking those reduced payments we've all been paying on our student loans. Check it out. Hi, I'm Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in Nashville, Tennessee, and my firm is Southern Living Realty Partners. I'm too excited. Let me just cut to it, okay? So, for those of us who've always had a lot of student loans and everything, you've been having the worst time trying to qualify for a loan because your debt to income is out of whack. Because previously, FHA, USDA have all been counting 1% of your loan balance as your payment. That all changed as of really yesterday, but as of today. I'm going to read you the letter, the mortgagee letter, the letter that was sent out to all of the lenders, okay? And it just says that previously, as of April 2016 and July of 2016, FHA would count the greater of 1% of the outstanding balance on your loan, or the monthly payment reported on the borrower's credit report, or the actual documented payment, provided the payment will fully amortize the loan over its term. So what that's saying is, previous to today, when it comes to counting your debt to income ratio on your student loans, they would count 1% of your balance. And I'm talking about just FHA for right now. They would count 1% of your balance as your payment, the greater of that 1% or whatever was reporting on your credit report or whatever your lender was stating. So if you were on income-based repayment, income contingent repayment, pay as you earn, and you had those much lower payments, then FHA would count 1% of your loan balance as your payment. So, for instance, if you had $80,000 in student loans, they were counting $800 as your payment, as the minimum payment when it comes to calculating your debt to income. That changed. I'm so excited. Okay, here we go. So I'm reading the actual mortgagee letter for 2021-13, which came out yesterday. And it says, now, the required documentation to calculate the monthly payment on your student loans. If the payment used for the monthly obligation is less than the monthly payment reported on the borrower's credit report, the mortgagee must obtain written documentation of the actual monthly payment, the payment status, and evidence of the outstanding balance and terms from the creditor or student loan servicer. Okay? For outstanding student loans, regardless of payment status, the mortgagee, meaning your lender, the bank, the mortgage company, must use either the payment amount reported on the credit report or the actual documented payment when the payment amount is above zero. So what that's saying is, they've got to use the actual payment that is used on your credit report or the actual documented payment. That means you got to get your letters from Fed Loans, whoever servicing your loans. You've got to get the letter stating how much that payment is when the payment is above zero. So if it's $1, if it's $50, if it's $100, whatever it is, they have got to use the payment reported on the credit report or the actual documented payment when your payment is above zero, or 1/2 of 1% of the outstanding loan balance when the monthly payment reported on the borrower's credit report is zero. This is a game changer. This is a game changer right here. I'm so excited for y'all. What this is saying is, instead of us, like if you pull your credit, if you go to annualcreditreport.com, y'all know how I tell y'all to check your credit, and your student loans are reporting a zero payment. Maybe that's what you got on IVR or income contingent, whatever. If your student loans are reporting as a zero, they are not going to use 1% to calculate your payment now. They're going to use 1/2 of 1%. So on that same example I just gave of the $80,000 loan, instead of the payment being $800, they're going to calculate your payment as $400. It's a straight game changer. If your payment is reporting on your credit report, that's the first part I was talking about. If your payment is reporting, let's say it's $25 a month, okay? Then it says that they will use that payment on the credit report or the actual documented payment. That means you got to get the statement from your servicer showing that is your payment. This is a game changer. This is a straight game changer, because now a lot of people will be able to qualify for an FHA loan. All of us who had all this student loan debt, I've been feeling like we're being penalized because we did incur this debt. Now you're going to be on a much more even playing field, and you can get a mortgage maybe for the first time or the 10th time, whatever, but you can get a mortgage now with a lower student loan payment. And so your DTI is not going to be as jacked up. Okay. And that is, this says that this mortgagee letter just came out yesterday to to all of the mortgagees, which are your mortgage companies, your banks, anybody who does FHA loan. Now, don't bombard your lenders, your banks yet. It says that the mortgagees can make these changes effective immediately, meaning they can start today counting your student loans with the lower payment, with your IBR payments, or either 0.5% of a payment. But they're not going to be ready. I'm gonna tell you, this letter just came out. You probably need to give your lenders a couple of weeks to get the desktop underwriter adjusted, to get the software to reflect these changes, because it says on here that it can go into effect immediately, but it has got to go into effect. I think it's August the 16th. Hold on one second. I want to say I was so excited. I printed this whole thing out. I'm just excited for everybody, because now a whole lot more people can start, creating that generational wealth. You can leave, instead of leaving a bill, you can leave a will and will your house, because a lot of y'all are finna become homeowners. But it said that again, they have to do it. I think it's by August 16th. Yes, this guidance is effective for all case numbers assigned on or after August 16th, 2021. However, mortgagees may begin using the policies announced in this mortgagee letter immediately. And this, all policy updates will be incorporated into a forthcoming update of the HUD Handbook 4000.1. It's important that this is in HUD Handbook 4000.1, because I can tell you from personal experience that USDA, your rural housing loans, they follow a lot, almost to the T of HUD Handbook 4000.1. So I would anticipate, I greatly believe this will happen soon also on your USDA rural housing loans. I believe they'll go to the 0.5% or the payment that's reflected on your credit report. I don't know about the other types of loans yet. Again, this was just specifically for FHA. Okay. I anticipate USDA will be coming along. I don't know anything yet about VA or on the conventional side of the house, but this is a game changer. Y'all need to make sure you got your credit right. Your credit still needs to be right. Okay. Y'all need to get all your documentation together. Be ready, because if the lender's going to be ready, they got to do this by August the 16th. Okay. And believe me, they're going to want to do this because that's more money for them. They're going to be doing more loans. So get your stuff together now. And one more thing, if this has helped you or it can help somebody, please share this video with somebody. Please give it a thumbs up, because we want to spread the news to everybody that we can as quickly as possible. But again, this is a blessed day. Juneteenth? Okay, this is a blessed day. I just want to share that. Again, my name is Rhonda Burgess, and I'm a real estate broker and mortgage underwriter here in Nashville, Tennessee. And I just want to say I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. Y'all take advantage of this. because I know a lot of you all who contact me and call me, y'all have not been able to buy a house. Y'all have not been able to get qualified because of those student loans. I know them student loans are like an albatross around your neck, but FHA is changing the rules. So now it's time to get qualified. It's really time to get your credit right. If you ain't been working on getting your credit right, you wrong. But you need to start today. Get your credit right. Go to annualcreditreport.com, pull that credit report. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. So when these lenders get ready and they can use that lower payment on those student loans to get you qualified, let's go out and let's buy some houses. Again, my number is 615-554-0832. Give me a call if I can help you. Thank you. And as always, have a blessed day.